This is a mock interview conducted by Forum IAS Academy at New Delhi. The interview panel includes eminent academicians, retired bureaucrats, and other luminaries. The objective of the program is to acquaint the candidate with the format and expectations of the interview conducted by Uttar Pradesh Public Service Commission. Join Forum IAS Academy, trusted by hundreds of toppers, including IAS Rank 1 Shruti Sharma.
Please, may I come in, sir?
Please come in.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. Come sit down.
Thank you, ma'am.
You actually don't have to say good afternoon to everybody.
Okay, ma'am.
So you are appearing for the UPPSC, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And you belong to Prayagraj, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
तो प्रयागराज में जो संगम है,
Yes,
किन
ma'am.
तीन रिवर्स का है?
मैम द संगम में मेन 3 नदियाँ जो हमारी हैं, गंगा, यमुना एंड माइटी सरस्वती, जो कि इनविजिबल है, कहते हैं कि अब वो नीचे
So
से
now
बहती
tell
है।
me, which are the other places which claim that Saraswati is there?
मैम हरियाणा claims Saraswati is there, and I'm recalling only Haryana,
What
ma'am.
about Uttarakhand?
Sorry, ma'am, exactly I didn't know. Yes, ma'am.
There's a river that comes out near Mana, north of Badrinath.
Okay.
There is Saraswati.
Yes, ma'am.
And they also say that one of the Mandakini things is also Kedarnath. So you are a metallurgical. First of all, what is the ODOP of Prayagraj?
Ma'am, it is Monj product.
Okay. So now if I had a choice, why would I choose Munj over Harika samosas?
Ma'am, because they have some traditional values, or you can say unique style of making Monj
What about
products.
Harika samosas? More delicious under the sun?
Actually, yes, ma'am, they are delicious. They are famous in Prayagraj area.
Everywhere outside that also.
Yeah, ma'am, or outside of Prayagraj also. But they have some specific taste that belongs to only those regions.
Obviously, the person who made it is not a foodie.
Yes, ma'am.
So, all right. Now you have worked in Balco, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
There was another company in the same mines and metals area,
Yes, ma'am.
which was controversial, being sold by the government to the same group. Which was that, you recall?
Yes, ma'am. It is ZL as well as controversy regarding.
What was the controversy?
Recent controversy about ZL is going on that Vedanta Resources is trying to sell its international stakes to Hindustan Zinc Limited of around $2 billion to tackle its liquidity crunch. So our government is countering that the valuation on which it is able to buying the international stakes is too high.
There was a controversy before that also,
Vedanta.
with the promoters wanting to buy out the government share also. What was that controversy? Do you know?
Sorry, ma'am, I exactly didn't recall it.
Went to the court. The High Court had given a stay on it.
Okay, ma'am.
So this is Balco is based in Chhattisgarh, right? Korba.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So there were a lot of protests also against Balco's mining and things, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
So
Initial.
do you think that these activities are one of the major contributors towards Naxalism?
Ma'am, you can say not one of the major, but yeah, to some extent they cause they cause mistreatment to tribal people or local tribes that are located here who need to be displaced. They want adequate compensation. First of all, they didn't want to get displaced because they consider forest as their means of livelihood and their ancestors' area.
So what should be done? What do you think should be a policy? Should there be restraint on these big mining giants?
Ma'am, putting a blanket ban on mining giant, it's not the
I
solution.
think restraint.
Okay, yes.
So what do you think? I mean, what not is all fine. What should be done?
The first of all, proper displacement option should be considered. Peoples should be also be considered as stakeholders in making any deal. They need to be consultant. They need to be discussed with what are the pros and cons of their displacement. Are they benefiting from the employment opportunities?
They will not agree. Then what will you do?
Ma'am, going against peoples will sometimes create
So what
situations
will you do?
like
So what will you
Naxalism.
do? Tell me steps 1, 2, 3. This is
Okay,
what I
ma'am.
will do. You are collector of Korba.
Yes, ma'am.
What will you do?
Ma'am, first of all,
Don't say
mediation.
consultation and committee.
ma'am.
What are the steps you'll take?
Ma'am, first of all, mediation with the people, conference.
Okay.
कि If at all no solution emerged, then I will report to the higher authority or minister responsible that such is the situation, and forceful eviction of the people may create some disasterful condition. So accordingly, whatever the government plan, I will implement that.
So if they ask you to crack down on the tribals and use force, would you do it?
No, ma'am. It's not actually.
So will you ask to be transferred, or what will you do?
Ma'am, if it is under the law, if it is under the laws and norms, I will follow the rules and regulation, whatever.
No. This is a classic thing. They're agitating.
Yes, ma'am.
The government says who your boss. They say that no, you have to crack down. They remove that agitation. You try to mediate with them.
Yes,
you try to say peacefully, "Har jaiye, ye kariye, wo kariye." They don't listen. So will you use force or will you opt out?
Ma'am, I will opt out. Not use force first. I can use force in case of protecting our people, but not first attack, ma'am.
All right. So lithium deposits have been found in J&K.
Yes.
How significant is it for India?
Ma'am, India currently doesn't have any lithium metals in its capacity.
And what is lithium? Why is it so important?
Ma'am, lithium is very important metal, especially using in lithium-ion batteries. Going forward, ma'am, for working towards e-vehicles and other moving towards battery electronic manufacturing.
So in these electrolyzers for green hydrogen, what is used? Which battery is used?
In green hydrogen, exactly, ma'am, I didn't remember which battery is used.
Fair enough.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, now interestingly, you're very interested in Jim Corbett and Kenneth Anderson. Wonderful. So you read everything, all.
Ma'am, actually, recently, a month or two ago, I started getting inclination.
You read My India also?
No, ma'am.
You read Man-Eaters of Kamau?
Yes, I had heard, ma'am. I used to hear stories. I hadn't
So you
buy any
started
book.
reading them.
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. And which man-eater was the one that killed the most people?
Ma'am, man-eater of Uttar and man-eater of Champaran, they kill around 400
Champaran
people.
is in Bihar.
Champavat, ma'am, sorry.
Champavat was a man-eater or man-eatress?
Man-eatress, ma'am.
Okay, how many did she kill? And how many did Rudraprayag kill?
Ma'am, Champavat, the tigress kill around 432 people. And Rudraprayag, I didn't exactly recall the number, ma'am.
But Rudraprayag, how did the leopard become a man-eater? Do you know?
Yes, ma'am. मैम कुछ शिकारी ने उसको घायल कर दिया था तो वो अपना
Normally that is the way they become man-eaters when they are injured and they cannot hunt their normal prey. But the Rudraprayag man-eater became a man-eater because there was a Spanish flu and the carcasses were thrown into the forest and he got addicted to human flesh.
Okay.
So it was actually very different to the normal way a person becomes a man-eater. And you like Kenneth Anderson also.
Yes, ma'am. Recently.
Do you recall the story of Bala?
Bala. I'm recalling a little bit, ma'am. Bala is one of the companion of
False dawn.
What, ma'am?
What's a false dawn?
Sorry, ma'am, I didn't get you.
False dawn. In Africa, what happens is before dawn actually happens,
Okay.
there's a lightning.
Okay.
So people think it's dawn and they set out. That is when they get killed. So Bala had a similar experience. Anyway, it'll be very interesting. You must read that story.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, I will ask you, do you know anything about the revenue laws of UP?
Revenue laws.
Are you familiar at all or not?
Exactly. I know maybe basics, ma'am, but deep down I didn't.
We have something called UP ZLR Act. Are you
UP
aware of that?
ZLR?
Zamindari Abolition Reforms Act. You know?
Yes, ma'am.
And we have a UP Land Revenue Act.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you at all conversant with them? No.
I didn't know very deep understanding.
No, doesn't
Okay,
matter.
ma'am.
It's you are not really required to know. I'll ask you a situational question. Would you like one on VIP visit or would you like one on promotion of agriculture? Which question would you like?
Ma'am, definitely promotion of agriculture in my
So
areas.
you are DM of Pratapgarh or you are CDO Pratapgarh.
Okay, ma'am.
And Pratapgarh's traditional crop, what is it? What is it famous for?
I'm Amla.
Avla. So now the Avalas are dying out, which is a fact. So what will you do now to promote?
Amla is dying out.
It's dying out.
Yeah.
Avalas
Okay.
are dying out now
Okay,
in
ma'am.
Pratapgarh.
Okay,
जितना important था उस वक्त है नहीं. So what would you do to promote Avalas?
Ma'am, as I know, the main issue is fragmentation of land in that area as well as excessive use of fertilizers. And now the agricultural land has been converted to commercial land. So I will try to have a meeting and get the insight of that area that why the production is going down. Is it due to rainfall or water irrigation issue, or it is
So
no
you address
longer
the production
profitable?
issue. What else will you do?
Yes, ma'am.
What else will you do? You'll address the production constraints. What else will you do?
Okay, ma'am. I will try to promote. Suppose now we are going through one district, one product. So
So
get
what
some
will
fund.
you do? Yes, it must be. I'm sure Pratapgarh must be having Amla only.
Yes,
but
ma'am.
what will you do? What else?
Okay, ma'am. Suppose I will ask MP of that area to get some fund from MP lads.
All right. You will do marketing. Promote
Yes, ma'am.
marketing. Any product, one of the typical constraints is marketing.
Marketing,
Okay, so that you will promote. Then you can
branding,
read
and
up on
marketing.
that.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Okay, Antriksh,
Yes.
you might have done something of political science related with polity and all. है ना? What is concept of separation of power?
Sir, separation of power concept involve one section is not going into other section domain. Suppose there are two judiciary and executive. So judiciary is not overlapping into executive, and executive is not overlapping into judiciary domain.
And how concept of separation of power is different from concept of check and balance?
Sir, check and balance, it's like positive check mechanism to control any arbitrary making rules, laws, etc.
But who will check whom?
Sir, judiciary check executive, check and maintain check and balance, but there are certain provisions up to which it can goes. It's not like it's going into every domain. Not मतलब जो भी हमारी जुडिशरी है सर वो एक लिमिटेड वे में कंट्रोल करे, देखते हैं कि जो भी हमारे एक्ट्स हो रहे हैं, अमेंडमेंट हो
But
रहे
who has given them the power to control? Are you hinting at judicial overreach?
हैं. नो सर,
And is it a good practice?
Sir, actually judicial activism is good practice but not judicial overreach. There is must be so separation of power is one of the basic feature of our constitution, and it must be follow.
Okay. What is difference between democracy and republic? Is India a democracy
Yes,
or
sir.
republic or both or only one?
Sir, India is democracy as well as republic. Sir, republic involves the head of the state is not hereditary. It is chosen by the people directly or indirectly.
And democracy means?
Sir, democracy in words of Abraham Lincoln is government of the people, for the people, and by the people. Democracy involves direct or indirect elections of the representative of the people.
Okay. What is the current rough about population of UP, roughly?
Sir, according to 2011 census, UP population is around 20 crore. But now, according to latest NSSO survey, it's something around 22 to 22.5 crores. Sir. Around 20 crore. NSSO survey, yes sir, it's something around 22.5 crore.
It must be, too high. If this is...
Sir, last census decadal growth of UP is around 20.8%.
Okay. Can you name few countries which has lesser population than your state?
Yes, sir. Can I take few seconds, sir? Okay. Sir, Pakistan. First of all, Pakistan.
How much?
Exact population I didn't remember. Sir, it's something around 15 crore or 15 crore, I guess. Sir, Romania, Switzerland, Bulgaria, Finland, Norway, even England. These countries' population are...
So UP is more than a country itself.
Yeah.
Huh?
UP population is more than around 50 countries, around 48 to 50 countries.
Okay. Now let me ask you a few questions from UP itself. What is the level of women education?
Sir, what is?
Women education. What is
okay,
the
sir.
status?
Sir, yes, sir.
As
Sir,
per-
women.
Yeah.
Sir, according to 2011 census, women literacy rate in UP stands around 58%, sir.
Why you are citing 11 census? Why not 21?
Sir, 21 data has not been released yet.
Okay. So latest is 11 only.
Yes, sir.
Official.
Yes, sir.
Unofficial.
Sir,
Now there are
unofficial.
many sources
Yes, sir.
here. Like you need not depend upon,
Okay, sir, unofficial I didn't know, sir.
Check it, huh?
Sir, I guess it will be around 65%.
So women, level of women education, literacy rate.
Yes, sir. Women education is increasing slowly due to efforts of various schemes and
Increasing but slowly. Why slowly?
Okay, sir, because gross enrollment ratio of girls in primary school is high, but the issue is they're not able to complete their higher education. Slowly, the mindset has
That
been
is why
changing.
I'm asking. That is what I'm asking.
Why is
Yeah.
low? Sir, yes, sir. There are few reasons. First of all, sir, patriarchal mindset of society. Still, women are considered.
Patriarchy is there everywhere in the world.
Yes, sir.
At least in India, every state is patriarchal.
Sir, socio-economic condition. Most of the people in UP belongs to poor class or lower middle class. So instead of sending their girls to higher education or even secondary, they use them to work or earn wages. One more thing, sir, issue of early marriage also
last
exists.
question from my side.
Okay, sir.
Why caste affinity is too prominent in Hindi belts, including your state?
Okay, sir. Sir, caste is a very sensitive issue. We consider caste as our identity. Wherever we go, we carry our caste as an identity. Especially in Hindi belt, due to lack of education, lack of literacy rate, in compared to southern districts, there are still adherence to the practice of caste. That's why still endogamy, almost 94% marriages are in endogamy, and still caste boundaries are there. According to NSSO survey and National Human Development Survey, still there are practice of untouchability directly or indirectly happening. So there is strictly adherence to caste.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Hello, sir.
Hello, Antriksh. So, has census been conducted?
What, sir?
Census has been conducted?
Yes, sir. Exercise has been going on.
Exercise is going on. Are you sure?
Actually, it was going on, sir. Is it is completed or not? I didn't know this.
Okay. Okay. Just check the status.
Okay, sir.
So you like kite flying?
Yes, sir.
Where did it originate? Kite flying?
Okay, sir. Sir, it originated in China around 3,000 years ago. It started with silk clothes and silk thread. Slowly, it dispersed in other part of Southeast Asia. It became popular in India during Mughal era. Yeah. And today, professional kite flying happen in India, Pakistan, Bangladesh area.
Okay. There is a controversy regarding Chinese manja.
Yes, sir.
What is that?
Sir, actually, Chinese string involve nylon thread.
Nylon thread.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, that is not easily breakable. The traditional use manja in India in kite flying is made up of cotton. But with the coming of Chinese strings in the market in 2000, early 2000, there are accidents happening because when the thread is going on, it can damage two-wheeler people.
Yes, there have been lots of, in fact,
Yeah.
there have been fatalities also. So what is the status? Is it banned? Is it allowed?
Yeah, actually it is banned in completely. It is banned.
Who has banned? Who is the authority that has banned? Is
Sorry.
it pan-India or is it specific to states?
Yeah, it is not banned pan-India, sir. It is banned in UP. And I guess DM has the authority to issue order.
Okay.
Banning
So but it is banned in Delhi, I think. As far as I know, it is banned in Delhi.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
still, there are fatalities
Yes,
that are
sir.
happening. So why is there a gap in implementation?
Sir, actually, you can say, sir, there are some lag or gap in the implementation. Black marketing of those threads are still happening.
Are they cheaper? If it is banned, why is it being imported?
They are actually a lot cheaper. Traditional Indian kite manja.
So what are the steps that you recommend?
Okay.
How can it be eliminated completely?
Okay. Sir, as I know, they are imported or made on the name of not kite flying thread, but such as string used in stitching, etc. But they are selling it for kite flying. So we need to ban comprehensively and replace it with only cotton. Strict action and fine should be implemented and collected. Many a times it happens that there is banned, but there is not much police raid. So we need.
Can't it be checked at transit point where it is being imported? It is imported, right?
Sir, imported as well. It is made in
But it's
India also.
homegrown
Yeah,
also.
in Gujarat areas and in UP also they are made, ma'am, in Bareilly.
So aren't those factories then? Those should also be shut down.
Yes, sir. There should be complete ban. They should be given alternative to produce cotton thread, but not nylon strings.
Okay. What was the controversy about Vedanta in Sterlite plant that was
Yes,
in
sir.
Tamil Nadu?
Yes, sir.
What was the controversy about?
Sir, the Sterlite copper plant was closed on behalf of pollution and not following environmental norms. So it was closed, and protest and agitation was going on, and the situation became very critical. And due to some police action, some people or local tribal areas people died. So that's all happened there.
So ban was if they are barred from production, so was that justified, you think?
Actually, if any company, sir, is not following industrial norm or whatever norm set by the NGT, it must be controlled and banned.
Okay. So how would you reconcile this? Say, for example, now it's the era of globalization. If we impose environmental costs, so the products become uncompetitive because somewhere in some other country where the laws are relaxed, so they will have a cost advantage. So my argument is that if we are so stringent about environmental laws, don't you think that the competitiveness of our industry will be hampered?
Sir, yeah,
Do you agree with this agreement? Do you agree with this point?
Yes, sir. Competitiveness may be hampered, but development should not become at the cost of environment in today's scenario. As we are moving towards our...
so you are comfortable that we should rather import rather than producing
no, sir.
domestically?
I'm not in that case. We need to import rather than domestic
But that's
production.
the point, right? If you are imposing environmental standards, you lose the cost competitiveness.
Yes, sir.
The buyers will import from outside because it is cheaper.
There is-
Same case with Chinese manja, like you said.
Okay, sir. There is one situation we can use countervailing duty or impose tax on that product, so that it become competitive with our domestic production.
But then it will, cascade. It will have a cascade impact. Say for example, steel.
Yes, sir.
If we are imposing, duties on imported steel, the cost of vehicles manufactured in India will increase.
Yes, sometimes, sir, the cost is increased, but still, if we are moving forward our to 2070 goal of a net carbon zero emission, carbon neutrality.
Okay. My last question: what kind of steel is used in nuclear reactors? Nuclear reactors.
Sir, exactly I didn't know, but it's chromium nickel 4XXX grade steel.
Okay. Okay. All right. That's all. I'll pass on to the next one.
Thank you. Antriksh.
Yes, sir.
So again, I will come to Jim Corbett.
Okay, sir.
What things you learn about hill folks reading about Jim Corbett?
Hill folks?
Yes, people of hills. Uttarakhand.
Okay, sir. Sir, the most important things I learned about hill people, that they live in harmony with nature, and when that harmony is disturbed by even slightest of margin, there happens man
what
and
else?
wildlife conflict, sir.
What else?
Second thing is, sir, the living condition is there very critical,
Okay, what
and
else?
the poverty is
What else?
very prevalent. Third thing, sir, I lived about that is there is very communal harmony as well as bondage, because if someone is missing or someone is attacked, whole village spreads out in search of that person.
You talk of that, but in the case of Manitors of Champawat, they were not helping the victim.
Sir, definitely they are helping the victim. Though when someone मतलब कोई भी जब घायल हो गया तो पूरा गांव उसको जाता था ढूंढने. ये इंसिडेंट होते हैं, सर.
जिम कॉर्बेट क्यों अकेले हंट करते थे? Why he used to hunt alone?
ओके सर, सबसे पहले तो उनका ये अंदाज़ा था कि कोई उनको डिस्टर्ब ना करे, और कभी वो नहीं चाहते थे कि उनके साथ कोई दूसरा शिकारी रहे. जब भी अगर गवर्नमेंट उनको बुलाती थी,
क्यों करते थे ऐसा?
क्योंकि उनको डिस्टर्बेंस होता था. कई बार होता था कि सामने कोई और शिकारी रहे, कोई और रहे, तो ध्यान भटक के कहीं और गोली चल जाए और कोई और भी घायल हो सकता था, इसलिए. और किसी और मूवमेंट से सर टाइगर या लेपर्ड जो भी था, जो मैन ईटर था, वो जब ट्रैप सेट करते थे वो ट्रैप से दूर हट सकता था.
सवाल समझे नहीं. वो तो ये बात होगी दूसरे शिकारी को हटाने के लिए वो कहते थे. वो उसका रीज़न ये था कि क्रॉस फायर में कहीं उनको गोली ना लग जाए.
हाँ, ये
वो रीज़न था. लेकिन वो हंट अकेले क्यों करते, इसका अलग कारण है, आप पढ़िएगा.
ओके सर.
ठीक है. एक लास्ट चीज़ मैं आपसे पूछता हूँ जिम कॉर्बेट के बारे में.
ओके सर.
उनकी आपने पढ़ा है, उनकी 3 क्वालिटीज़ जो है एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर आपको हेल्प करेंगी.
कैन आई टेक फ्यू सेकंड सर? Sir, first quality is dedication toward the goal.
ठीक है, वन डेडिकेशन. सेकंड.
Sir, second is persistent nature.
वेरी गुड.
And third quality is
कंपैशन. वहाँ के लोग
yeah, compassion. Yes, sir. Compassion. Compassion toward people.
अटेंशन टू डिटेल्स. कितना डिटेल.
Minute details.
हाँ, ठीक. अच्छा, एक बात बताइए कि अगर उत्तर प्रदेश में मुझे गैंगेटिक डॉल्फिन्स देखनी है.
Okay, sir.
और टाइगर्स देखने हैं.
Okay, sir.
कहाँ जाना चाहिए मुझे?
सर गैंगेटिक डॉल्फिन तो आपको ब्रिज घाट से अपर गंगा बैराज वहाँ पे मिलेंगी आपको. और टाइगर्स अपने यूपी में दुधवा नेशनल पार्क. और दुधवा नेशनल पार्क अपना, और रानीगंज वाइल्ड लाइफ सेंचुरी, पीलीभीत टाइगर रिजर्व.
अच्छा, लास्ट क्वेश्चन मेरा. यूनाइटेड नेशन सिक्योरिटी काउंसिल में परमानेंट सीट के लिए इंडिया की कैंडिडेसी को आप कैसे एडवोकेट करेंगे?
Sir, I will strongly support India's candidacy for permanent membership. India is one of the leading country in 21st century world, and it holds around seventh largest country in terms of area, as well as holding largest population in the world. We have strong defense system, as well as India is showing its big brother syndrome by helping other countries. So I will strongly support India's candidature for United Nations Security Council full membership.
थैंक यू.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
चलो, गुड लक.